This shop looks popular today. Wonder what the occasion is. Butterfly Dew Cosmetics now on sale. Huh, looks like it. Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey there, Sigewinne!
Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. I hope you're keeping yourselves fit and healthy.
You bet we are! So anyway, what are you doing here, Sigewinne?
The Duke insists I take regular vacations in the court of fun. This one just so happened to coincide with a promotion for a new skincare product, so I came over to take a look. I like to keep up with the latest industry development.
Wait, you write? For a magazine? Which one?
It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles, but...
Oh, wow! You're a maritime flower? If Paimon's not mistaken, you're one of the leading figures in the Fontaine Beauty Association! What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty!
I really like this role. The staff at cosmetics shops are always so polite. And as long as I wear a big smile on my face, I always get the best customer service.
Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the maritime flower. Obviously, it's because of Sigewinne's love for beauty. Still a leader of the Beauty Association? That's incredible.
The truth is, I study this field because I cherish my own appearance. It has nothing to do with being beautiful or not.
Oh, the words of a master beautician defy comprehension! Oh, wait, you're saying that natural beauty is the highest form of beauty, right?
Not really. Actually, Melusine aesthetics are very different from human ones. We don't view humans based... If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness.
Oh! Really?
Yep. Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care of it, I've ended up learning quite a lot about skincare and stuff. It turns out, my knowledge and experience is pretty popular with beauty product lovers. It came as a big surprise to me, though.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway? Are you, like, only half Melusine? Ooh, wait, sorry. That was probably really offensive, wasn't it?
No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. If you're interested,
A shape-shifting story? Oh, heck yeah, of course we're interested!
Once upon a time... Long ago, humans rejected Melusines, and Melusines feared humans. There was one Melusine who became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her. So, the Melusine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melusine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine. In this game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melusine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melusines can't be trusted!
So just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend? In desperation, the Melusine approached the frightening witch. She begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melusine did not hesitate for very long. On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret. The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved. But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again. And so, since then...
Ooh, a witch? A potion?
Trust me, it's a true story.
Must be the way you told it then. Yeah, not every Melusine would take human form to save their human...
Treating patients is a doctor's duty.
Ugh, it's so crazy that they...
Well, sometimes...
Paimon too! You're super...
Attention customers! Thank you all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce...
Oh, there we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Paimon,
Really? Personal advice right from a leader of the Fontaine Beauty Association? What an honor!
Allow me to introduce our newest skin lotion, Butterfly Dew. To say that it improves skin quality isn't... We are thrilled to have the inventor of this fantastic product.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rawat, and I developed Butterfly Dew.
Wow. He's a researcher? Wow, he's really challenging the stereotype.
It seems that everyone is surprised by my entrance. Or should I say, my appearance. I'm well aware that researchers are generally better known for their brains than their dashing good looks. In that regard, of course, appearance is it can rob a young person. But what if I told... If our appearance prevents us from changing, then let us first change... Wash away moles, birthmarks, and wrinkles, and they can no longer rob us of our confidence. Replace them with lust. That is why Butterfly Dew exists. Its mission is to allow us to shed our pupae, undergo a complete metamorphosis, and embrace a new life.
Well, whether it actually works or not, after that speech, Paimon's already sold!
Of course, I tried it.
Wow, then it's...
Still, I don't
Oh, Paimon volunteer!
Ah, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of the Fontaine Beauty.
sure.
Whoa. Is that Romero?
Here you go.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high.
Wow, now that's high praise!
I'll take one. Any discounts?
All right. Well, all that remains for me to say is, Butterfly Dew is now on sale!
Think we should buy a bottle too? Aww, really? And if you're worried about whether it's the right product for you, well, luckily for us, Sigewinne's here, so we can get an expert consultation.
It's an honor to receive such high praise from you.
With most skincare products, the pros and cons only become apparent with long-term use. Yet, this one has instant benefits, improving skin quality without any obvious side effects. Don't worry though, I plan to keep using it, and I'll publish regular reviews in both...
Oh, I was hoping...
Sigewinne! Oh, excuse us, Miss...
Wait.
That's right, and buy her some...
Butterfly Dew is made for all skin types, so no matter...
Why would it work better?
In the interests...
Alright then.
Save yourself the trouble.
Yay! Paimon's private foot...
To me, finding new...
Admirers of...
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Miss Paimon. This is a fact of life. It's only...
You're right. Everyone loves beauty.
Look at the time. My apologies, but I have other things to attend to. I'll leave you with these 2 bottles of butterfly dew, and I look forward to seeing...
Paimon, I'd say there's no need for you and the Traveler to use this product for now.
Why? Is there a problem with it?
The quality is fine. I just think there's room for improvement. I think I could...
Really? Then why didn't you tell Rawat about...
Researchers are You can point out their... If I'd mentioned it, he probably wouldn't have given you those 2 bottles for free.
Huh.
If you're interested in the...
When you say more effective, you mean it'll make...
As for me, it's probably time I got back to the Fortress of Meripede. I mustn't leave the infirmary unattended for too long.
Alright, see you there then! Just up ahead, Traveler. The ingredients for Sigewinne should be nearby.
Over here! Be amazed!
Step right up. Let's get this show on the road. I'm fine. And voila!
Ow! That hurts my ears. The scent of treasure.
Great! That's everything! Let's head to the Fortress of Meripede!
Step on up! Surprise!
Whoa, the infirmary is packed!
Please, you have to believe me. I saw it with my own eyes last night. Another me! He looked exactly like me.
Got it? Okay. I've written down at first. Which...
Your index finger, but...
Very good.
Hey there! Your Grace, it's been a while, huh?
Ah, it's you two. Indeed it had.
No worries. Actually, we were looking for Sigewinne.
This inmate came running to the guards in a panic, claiming to have seen his exact doppelganger.
A doppelganger? Doesn't that just mean someone else kinda looks like him?
And that's what I thought when the report first reached my desk. But we've inspected, considering how certain he is of what he saw, I can only...
Alright, very good. Take a sip. Evaluation complete. I couldn't find any
I see. So, do you still believe there's more?
I have to assume so for now. Psychological issues are more difficult to detect. At this stage,
The rumor mill will go crazy if word of this gets out. Guards, take him to the ward for a period of observation. The Marechaussee Phantom has requested...
No problem, Your Grace. I'll let him...
By the way, we have a couple of guests here who have made the trip just to see you. I imagine it must be...
Oh, Traveler! Paimon, it's you!
Hey there, Sigewinne! It's actually...
I'll be in my office if you desperately need me. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye! So, Sigewinne...
Would you mind waiting for just a moment? I have another patient to see.
Oh, sure!
Sigewinne, we've brought him. And he seems to have taken a turn for the...
Okay, don't panic. Let's start by sitting him down here.
Paimon had no idea how busy it can get for Sigewinne. Maybe now's not the time to ask for her help with skincare. Good point. Besides, it might actually be interesting to observe her at work.
Well, this could hurt, so I suggest you take a deep...
Did his face...
It's anyone's guess. Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
The Marechaussee Phantom?
Yep, it was a huge case.
You done gawking?
Not yet. I need to check the severity of your ulcer. Don't worry. We Melazines have a...
Don't patronize me. Do I look like a kid to you? Just give me the meds and let me out of here. I already missed my cell.
Hey, lose the attitude. You...
Oh, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to apply the medication.
Look how nice Sigewinne's being.
Can I leave now?
Wow, not a peep. Oh, what a brave...
Thank you, Sigewinne. And I apologize for the trouble.
So, Traveler, Paimon, did you bring the...
We did, but...
Oh, don't be silly. I agreed. Take a rest here if you want.
Or alternatively, is there anything we could help you with? See, that's right! Let us help you out! It's the least we could do!
Good point. Kind-hearted humans start to develop guilt if they accept... don't worry. I'll take... I gotta warn you, though.
We're ready, Sigewinne! What's our first mission?
I found the perfect job for the Traveler. First, I'd like you to lie...
What for?
I need you to pretend to be...
What?
Oh, is it that difficult?
Oh, so you knew.
I sure did. She was way more interesting than the usual...
Well, this is awkward. But why do you need us to do it again now?
No time to explain. My next patient will be here any sec...
Okay.
Hey, Doc. It's me. I'm only here because my mom won't stop pestering me about it. So annoying.
Well, your mother has enough on her plate with a busy job. Well, the last thing she needs is to worry about you.
I know. I thought I'd be able to have some fun here at the fort.
All right. Sit yourself down and I'll take your temperature.
But Doc, it's so bitter. Do I really have to drink it? I mean, can't you just write me a note saying I'm on the mend? I just need something to keep my mom off my case.
I sure can.
Huh?
Well, if you want to rely on your own immune system to clear up your fever, well, then you'll have to tough it out like this.
Hang in there, Traveler! Are you gonna puke?
Huh?
As long as you're tough enough to get through the nausea and dizziness caused by the high fever.
And if...
Hey! Wake up! Wake up!
Put it...
I think maybe you'll take.
Oh, of course. Here, it's still warm.
It's so bitter.
All done. Great job, you.
That kid really doesn't know what's good for him.
His mother's a guard here. She's been working back-to-back shifts lately. He was quite happy at first. He seemed to think that...
So you made us put on that act just to scare a kid into taking his medicine? That's a pretty...
It's a...
Oh, you had a teacher? Was
she was here...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. She was a traveling doctor. She used to say... him.
Huh, she sounds like a...
strict.
Strange way for a doctor.
Oh...
Oh, wow, yeah, okay.
Yep. All the children she treated.
Why does it almost sound like you're envious?
Oh, because I am. If she was here, all the children would take their medicine without any...
A doctor who looks like a...
Oh, me.
That's actually...
Oh, my next...
Shooting! Is it night?
Well, thanks to you two, it was much easier today.
Aww. Should we get some rest? It's getting pretty late.
Oh, there is one...
Confidential? Are you sure you can tell us?
Oh, it's fine. You're not living here anymore, so it's okay if you...
Wait, you mean... those?
My patients refuse to eat any healthy...
Considering even the chef's version makes people uneasy, it really makes you wonder what's in it.
You want to find out? I can teach you how to make...
Sure? Yep.
The ingredients are ready. Now, put them on the table and add them in the order I tell you. First, we add this special slime condensate. Stir it thoroughly, then pour it in. See that? It adds elastic...
Yeah, it really does! Until you remember it's slime condensate.
Next up, xenochromatic crystal.
Wait, are those from Fun?
Finally, boom!
Oh!
And we... Yesterday in the...
Sigewinne really...
Step on us!
Ah, head nurse. Got some extras for me?
Just the one today. The serial number's on the lid.
Sounds good. I'll make sure it gets delivered.
Sounds like they're talking in code.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I only wish I could do more.
That won't do. If you...
All right. Nurse's orders. I'll do as I'm told.
Well, I'm done with work for today. Thanks for helping out, you two.
Seems like the guards and staff here have a lot of respect for you.
Head nurse, please, wait. I'm sorry to disturb you this late.
Okay, just relax and catch your...
The guard at the observation ward, Odilon, he told me to pass on a message to you. One of the inmates there?
Huh. All right.
You were right to tell me. I'll have to examine him and make sure he's well before we discharge him.
Looks like we've got one job as medical assistants left. We'll come...
Head nurse, you're finally here. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've caused. After giving it some thought,
I totally understand.
again, so sorry. I was in such a state this morning, I barely...
Oh, not at all. It's a lot to remember. First up...
Your pinky.
Alright, all indicators seem...
So it was a stress-induced hallucination?
Well, we've certainly...
Please, head nurse, you shouldn't blame yourself. I'm just... Thanks for looking after me. I'll be as good as new after a good night's sleep. And if you can give me...
It can't... I suggest you take 2 days off to focus on...
Great. I can't thank you...
Mr. Odilon, could you escort him back?
Of course. I'm on guard duty in the administrative area tonight.
Guess you're finally done for the day now, huh?
Yep.
Oh, no rush! Seriously,
Well, tomorrow it is then.
Oh, don't you worry! We will! Yeah, sleep tight, See. Paimon really did sleep. Oh, how is the infirmary even busier than yesterday?
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. I have a few people here for a checkup, so you might...
No problem. Anything we can do to help?
There's a bit of a complicated situation.
You have to believe me.
You're in a medical facility. Keep it down.
Please, listen to me. I'm not
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the arrest warrants. It's clear.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened. I just woke up like this. Then you guys dragged me in here for an interrogation.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an...
All right.
This is nuts. Yesterday's...
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marachose Phantom? Well, we've...
That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any...
And we thought yesterday was as busy as it got.
We've compiled their statements. Have a look. Perhaps they're...
Wait.
Release? Interesting. The...
I noticed that too.
All the more reason to be cautious. Lumbers...
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found a way to switch places with inmates who...
We did consider that possibility. But I mean, just look at them. They match the warrants, period. How could there have been a switch?
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation. Did that help?
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The first thing I did was check for lookalikes, and I didn't find any. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse make of all of this?
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether there's been a switch. I know, it's not time to change your dressing yet.
Huh? Isn't that the guy from yesterday?
This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers, which require an operation in the hospital at the Court of Fontaine. I authorize...
Yes, like I told you. I'm not Potton. I'm Honore.
So there has been a swap. Well, I can see what happened in Potton's case. But how do you explain the other inmates? You're not telling me their souls switched bodies, are you?
No, I believe it was their faces that got switched. The method is a bit like replacing a tooth. Take the bad tooth out, put a false one in. Traveler, Paimon.
Yeah, sure do.
Then you can be... So, you...
Yes, head nurse. It's me.
I need to do another examination.
All right. It's the cognition.
Now, try to recall if you can.
I believe it was... your...
But that means...
Huh?
So, basically, last night, the Eric who said he saw another him, Sigewinne did another test before letting him leave, but that...
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I...
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost last night, when Odilon was on duty. Then, once all the other... However, they made one mistake. Real Eric came to the guards for help, but however, since one of the gang members was posing as a guard, they simply...
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. The Duke cracked the case.
Well, I can't fault the reasoning.
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, one of the we carefully examined...
Huh. Well then, how do we explain all this?
So far, it seems more likely that the gang stole documentation.
A shape-shifting potion?
Forgive me, head nurse, but this...
Yes, I am.
But...
Please, trust me in my professional opinion as an experienced clinician.
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. Yep. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, it was our negligence.
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. I checked the list, and sure enough...
2 hours ago? That's before today.
So there really was a switch after all.
We should be able to catch up with them if we leave now, right?
Not if that potion is real. They can just switch faces again after leaving the fortress. And if...
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Well, technically there is... We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I believe his name...
Oh? What? Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that...
Handsome? One of the crimes this gang is charged... At first, he thought it... Thanks to his report...
What a hero! But that...
No doubt. This is worth following up on. That aside, since he's
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime...
Of course.
Miss Morgan? I'd like to come along and...
Huh?
Well, I'm the one who...
Don't say that, head nurse.
I also have a more personal...
Look, head nurse...
Don't worry. I can defend myself just fine.
You say that, but still...
If I may, Miss Morgan... See, and if you really are worried for her safety... Ah, there you go, right on cue. Knew I could count on you.
Okay. Well, since this plan has the Duke's blessing... Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business.
The marsh is a phantom.
Not this time, no. We're looking for...
What? He actually doesn't work on site here very often. There's a handful of researchers in the nearby area who know him pretty well, though. You can see what they know.
Just a handful?
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research...
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion.
Oh, I don't find that weird at all. He definitely...
Really? Paimon couldn't tell. Must be a Melusine person.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for...
Sure thing! We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne. Paimon's suddenly kinda curious to know what everyone...
Over here!
Excuse us, are you...
That's me. What is it?
Are you close friends with Rawat? We're trying to find out...
Close friends? You mean because I told him I had feeling? I should have known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women. They're not in...
Okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know...
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know...
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
I think she knows Rawat better than she cares to admit. If we leave now, it might be a...
Maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But I know a cure.
It's... cure?
Oh, we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by the...
danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's right, yeah!
What? How?
Oh, I see.
Okay, but this is purely out of concern for his safety. I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's...
Oh, okay.
Nope, sorry. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him to... Unbelievable.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again.
We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marechaussee officers when we regroup.
Cool, sounds like a plan. Hey there, are you in?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about Rawat.
Close?
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw it.
Would the patent in question...
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, now...
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, but I'm studying coding. I bought his product once. Don't get me wrong. I had no intent, but despite that, he turned me...
Huh, so is Rawat anti... Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any...
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antibes, next time you go shop...
Huh?
Sorry to bother you, sir, but are you Bertram?
Who's asking?
Just some concerned citizens helping out.
Not anymore, we're not. Turns out we don't...
Oh yeah? What happened?
The thing about us researchers is, he won't even let you work with him unless you sign a confident... Now that I've got my own technical solution for my...
So that's what we're...
We'd still like to know where to find him.
Wait, you're... Yeah,
Wow, turns out Sigewinne's got some real...
Thing is, I have no real way... But if you want my advice, I'd say go talk to the peddlers. There's a...
Peddlers?
Yeah. Back when I was working, the little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows? I never cared to...
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome. Goodbye, and may we both reach new heights in our scientific endeavors.
Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point. You know, Paimon started out thinking Rawat was a handsome researcher with a friendly and cheerful
So, what's your view of him now, Paimon?
A handsome researcher whose difficult upbringing turned him into a profit chaser with a chip on his shoulder?
So, your thoughts about his...
Well, his looks are kind of a big deal.
You can't judge a person solely based on their...
Head nurse. Traveler.
Bertram mentioned Rawat's involvement.
Since he was a
Maybe he and his business...
You think he may have colluded with the gang?
Isn't that pretty...
Most children who come to me with toothache...
I saw him when he came to make his report. You mentioned that he by the time he discovered...
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so... No wonder he's so unsociable.
In that case, if Rawat was working with the escaped inmates...
Based on the information we've gathered, so...
2 days ago? So...
That was the same day.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe...
Yeah, he must have been worried that...
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we...
Yep.
When... Okay, then there's no time to...
Surprise! Step on up! Shower me with praise! All right.
Okay.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh, what's the
break the door down?
No. Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open!
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, Head Nurse, and I will go inside.
Oh, there. On the bed.
We could try, but she is very...
Well, doesn't look...
Yep. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask... Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of her what?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am.
Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well...
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be...
Maybe. But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the Institute.
Yes, so?
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful...
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This page...
Of course. Traveler.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as...
Why's that?
Ifrwat knows how serious his mother's...
Got it.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler and Paimon.
No problem. But when you say her condition is serious...
Yes.
Oh.
Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
I can tell that her family has tried a lot of...
Sigewinne. Paimon bets being a nurse.
Yes. It makes me a little sad. In Melizine's eyes, but human medicine can defy that law to some extent. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure all diseases.
Sigewinne.
Well, don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to cure all disease. At the very least, I can lower her fever. That way she'll suffer less. And she might even be able to see her son.
Yeah, all the more...
Oh, her fever is getting worse.
Sure, we're on the case.
Found the hot water?
Sure did. And look, judging by this journal, it seems like Rawat has a private lab. There's a good chance he could be there right now. We gotta go tell Officer Morgan right away.
Oh, that's great news. The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right.
Thank you. It's Officer Morgan!
We came as soon as we heard the news.
Don't blame yourself. Right now,
there's a mechanical door over here. Hopefully...
It's open. Let's go in.
How did they get in here? Captain, up ahead! Those look like our fugitives!
So they found this place too? Don't let any of them escape!
Step right up.
Let's blow bubbles!
comes the finale.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Captain, according to our list, many of the fugitives aren't accounted.
So these guys were just the lookout crew.
The Marashose Phantom. How did they find this place?
Wait, it's that guard from the fortress.
That's right, I'm on your side. I mean, the Duke sent me. What's the matter? Some sort of mix-up?
Mr. Odilon, didn't I tell you a few days ago that you need to stop all field work?
Well, you know, gotta help His Grace out.
Officer Morgan, this man is an imposter. The real Mr. Odilon has no reason—
What?
Looks like the head nurse was right about the face-swapping method. Arrest them all! DuPont, stay here and keep guard. And watch the exit. If we're not back soon, call for reinforcements.
Got it.
How brilliant!
Don't slip and fall! Whew.
So many jars. Was this some sort of
The scent! It's probably the ingredients used to make—
How come they're all empty? Did it sell so well that he ran out of supplies?
How strange. Why would Rawat choose to manufacture a popular product like that in such a difficult-to-reach location? Given our suspicion that he may have been coerced into the illegal drug trade.
Perhaps Butterfly did—
Do you have any evidence for that claim?
No, just a guess.
Understood. Well...
Doesn't look like we're gonna get this door open. Let's find another way around. This one's closed too! What's with those carts and tracks? Oh, maybe it's one of those doors that opens when it senses cargo passing through. There's a loaded cart right over there. Let's bring it to the door and give it a try!
Don't slip and fall!
Seems like this thing is for switching tracks. Let's bring the cart onto it. Wibbly wobbly! Wipe out! May I present? I swear it's for medical research. Don't slip and fall! This room's much smaller than the others.
Judging by the implements on the table, this looks like a potion-making lab.
Head nurse! Over here.
Let's see. Huh?
Perhaps they stripped him
Yikes, Sigewinne, where did that come from?
Oh, what a tragic way to go. Especially with such a bright future ahead of him.
There's a path leading further on, Officer Morgan. Let's keep...
There's a whole bunch of people in there.
Are you serious? You're telling us that within a day, our faces are going to rot like yours?
Fontanian physiology changed dramatically after that great flood.
Why didn't you say anything before we all used it?
Look, my plan got you all out of prison, didn't it? You'd have much bigger problems to worry about right now if the Marshal Say Phantom found out about your other crimes.
You're just lucky we didn't leave you in...
Partners? Make no mistake, each of us is only looking out for himself. You hid things from me too. Remember how you each had a spare potion?
Oh, and you didn't have a secret spare? Then do you want to explain how you melted your face off before all this?
Guys, that's enough. Calm down. It is what it is. What's the plan, Parton? I'm assuming...
There is no plan. We followed... Besides, what does it matter now anyway?
I said enough arguing! Parton, tell us the plan.
The most practical solution is to continue using the potion.
Are you kidding me? This stuff was hard enough to get a hold of even when we had a supply. Now you're asking us to use it like skin lotion, after the flood all but wiped the supply out?
Well, there is another option. But you'll have to make a deal with me first.
Okay, now we're talking.
I have a document I took from that researcher. What's the problem? I thought you always kept reserved.
What do you think? That we were shipping them into the fortress of Meripede by the basket load?
Well then, say hello to never showing your marred faces in public again.
Ugh, I've heard enough! Get him! Let's see if that document even exists!
Freeze! Marshal Say Phantom!
What? Who let them in?
Officer Morgan.
Bro, what?
I don't see him.
Spare us your condescending attempts to coax us back to our cells. You think we're looking to negotiate? Rawat is dead.
Parton?
Arrest them all!
Cue the spotlight! Surprise!
Now disappear! A round of applause! Step right up!
Time to shine! Let's blow bubbles! Don't be nervous! Just relax! That wasn't very nice! Zip on up!
Oh, brilliant! Over here!
Huh. Gotta say, I never expected to see the head nurse in combat.
Some patients respond better to a more aggressive treatment plan. Did we get everyone?
Captain, we finished the head count. Potton's missing.
Over there! The door's closing!
One group trying to arrest me, another trying to hunt me down. Good. I get it.
How did he get up there?
Don't waste your energy. I already sealed it off.
How naive. We have more people outside. If we're not back out by the—
Well then, you'd better hope they get here in time.
There's some kind of gas leaking from the pipes. Be careful, it's poisonous.
This is our distribution center. where we store the product derived from our source solution. The pipe network here was designed to emit a gas for firefighting.
Why would you do this? Your partners are here too.
Oh, please. If they can't
He's a maniac! Come on, we gotta find a way to open that door!
Go ahead. Struggle in vain. Once the last of you croaks, no one...
Are you sure you're ready to leave, Pot?
You can't cure my face.
And what if I could?
Nice try. You're just trying to stall me. Don't you worry about me. I'll find a way to cure my face once I get out of here.
Oh, I doubt it. After all, Fontanians can no longer dissolve in primordial... The key component of the face-changing potion is the fluid left behind by dissolved Fontanians. It might look like ordinary water, but it has... Before the flood, all Fontanians were oceanids, physiologically speaking. A potion made from that fluid could dissolve and reconstruct the... Theoretically, it could give someone any apparent... But since the flood, Fontanians have become true humans. They can no longer...
Are you saying this potion is made from Fontaine?
How could you know all...
It also means that I have...
I might get to make a deal today after all.
Oh, it's not a formula, but a finished product. I have a bottle of it right here.
What?
When I tried Rawat's skincare product, I noticed it. I'm guessing his skincare...
Huh. Impressive guesswork. But it only contains a tiny amount of the...
Well, I found a way to reverse the dilution process.
That's impossible.
If I tell you some of the ingredients, I think you can figure it out. First, you...
Tainted hydrophantasms and transoceanic pearls.
So, can we make a deal?
Sounds good to me. There's a delivery pipeline beneath this window.
Nope, not trusting you that easily. You're like those naughty kids who try to hide their illness. Open the sluice gate first.
Even if you're not bluffing, your potion won't cure my face. I'm not closing the valve this time. Clock's ticking.
Fine, then I'll just stand here with the potion in my hand.
No.
It's open!
Disable that sluice gate! Jam it! Don't let it close again!
That's more like it. In that case, a promise is a promise.
Head nurse, there's too much poison gas in here. We have to leave, now!
That was too...
Oh, don't be too quick to sit down. Moving around a little will help relieve the soreness. Same goes for you, Traveler. Oh, but Paimon, you should be fine, right?
Flying fast is pretty tiring too, actually. Anyway, that's not important right now. Paimon's still shocked to learn that there's a whole criminal operation going on behind that skincare lotion.
Shame I ended up giving the
No, please don't. Yeah, Paimon...
Head nurse. I've done... It's a shame that we didn't find Rawat.
What a horrible bunch. Especially that Patton guy. If he had made good on that deal, we'd all be dead because of him.
No, we wouldn't. I always keep a whole...
What? Then why did you give him the...
If this is true, if he changes his appearance and flees Fontaine, it's unlikely...
No, you don't understand. I gave it...
What do you mean?
Oh, we gotta hurry.
a muscle. Captain, you're just in time. While I was lying in wait, I spotted this crook snooping around, trying to find a way in. So I detained him.
Oh.
Are you... Potton? So this is where you were headed?
What?
This is how Potton looked before his face was marred.
I see. Wait, so what's going on? Wasn't the whole point of the potion to disguise himself and escape Fontaine? Why would he change back?
Enough of this nonsense.
You better pipe down.
To heck with it. Listen to me. I'm Rawat.
He's gotta be lying, right? Rawat was a victim in all this. He was
forced against his will. Back when I was being coerced, everyone thought... Amazing what a difference a handsome face...
Save us the speech. Explain yourself.
You want an explanation? Fine. I'll tell it how it is. When I was just Potton...
Ew.
Women despise me.
Collaborate? You don't look like...
My peers scorned me.
Mr. Potton, was it? I'm most interested in your research. Consider my offer carefully. I doubt you'll find other investment opportunities.
Only villains would work with me.
You want out of the game? Forget about it. Turns out, I slipped up a little. Left your picture with some Marechaussee Phantom officers. Easy mistake to make. Now they've listed you as an accomplice and drawn up an arrest warrant. So I suggest you put any thoughts of running away to rest. If you get caught by the guards for being in the synth business...
There was no way out for me. Until I could stop being Potton.
Mr. Rawat, I
became popular with... This new potion you developed is fascinating. Genius, in fact. Would you consider working with me? I'd be happy to sign a...
My peers looked up to me.
Okay, I'm very interested in your research, sir.
And the villains even began to fear me. Becoming Rawat showed me what a superficial world we live in. But I did not hold a grudge. Or so I thought. But Mother, I'm back. How are you doing?
Who are you?
I bought the best medicine Mora could buy, but nothing would cure her illness. In the end, I hoped she'd at least be able to see her son one last time before she passed, but when everyone else rejected me, the only person who cared about me was my mother. Then...
I have to let her see me again. Even if it means donning my own... Well, is that enough explaining for you? Now do you...
Have you ever considered if you found a way to completely change your identity?
Why would I...
So you kept being a villain just for the money?
Villain? By what standard? You have no right to judge me!
You're a villain!
Honestly, I don't see a villain when I look at your...
Don't humor me. You don't seem surprised by my confession in the least. How long have you known the truth?
I didn't know anything for sure until you chose to take that potion bottle and spare. I had to confirm my suspicions.
Are you kidding me? A young, promising researcher?
Well, there were no visual clues. But I believe I understand.
Fundamental qualities, huh? So you think you're the one who's seen through me, do you? Most people probably don't know this, but I think I can guess. You used it yourself, didn't you?
Sigewinne?
Yes, you're right.
I'll bet it was back in the day. It was either carry on living in the gutters as part of it. So you see, you and...
That's not important right now.
Huh?
Head nurse. I'm not sure that's a...
Don't worry. Back in the warehouse when I traded the potion, he was willing to risk sacrificing his only chance of escaping capture by opening the gate in exchange for the potion.
I see.
So before you arrest him, please allow him to see his mother one last time. The Traveler and I will accompany...
All right. I understand.
Mom? It's me, Potton. Your son. You recognize me now, don't you? Mom, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, but I have some bad news. I examined your mother last time we were here, and it appears that due to her prolonged fever, she's lost her eyesight.
What?
Your appearance no longer has any bearing on her ability to recognize you. But there are always other ways to remind our loved ones who we are.
No, it can't be. Please, Mom, open your eyes. It's me. I've done so much to get to this point. No.
The temperature of his palm must have changed. I'm sorry. It seems I couldn't bring him back to you after all.
It's you. Thank you.
Of course.
Mom, why will you answer her and not me? Why?
No more questions, Potton.
Mom? Mom?
I'm sorry to say this, Potton, but you and I are not the same.
The wait is over, everyone! The sale of our new skincare product, Romaritime Essence, will now begin.
Another skincare promotion! And it's selling as fast as last time. Wonder what people would think if they knew what was in the Oh, Sigewinne's here too! Hey, Sigewinne!
Oh, Traveler Paimon!
Of course! Nurse's orders, right? Anyway, are you here to take notes for your next article?
Actually, I'm mostly here to help Officer...
Ah! That reminds Paimon. That stuff sold like crazy, didn't it?
Nope, there's nothing to worry about. Besides, after consulting Monsieur Nervulette, I came up with a way to neutralize...
Wow,
Thank you for serving as our consultant, head nurse. All the butterfly dew we recovered has been disposed...
Great! Good job!
Also, you mentioned you wanted a cop after he saw his mother for the last time. It was like... Apparently, the formula was something he discovered by chance while helping the criminal... Their supplier was Vache. But you could also argue that they were the ones doing him a favor. His operation helped Vache's gang. It made for us...
Vache again, huh?
Make no mistake. Since the flood cut off their supply of primordial after receiving numerous...
That sounds more like it!
Based on what he told us in his confession, he tried to throw us off his tail, but there was one thing he hadn't anticipated. Even though Potton had been...
So he tried this once before, huh? Is he really...
Looking at the interrogation records...
Yes. Which is why I suspect that his initial motive for using the potion was not even so. He went too far. In the end...
I understand. Thank you for bringing me...
Why did you want them anyway?
Potton was one of my patients, so I need to put together a medical file for him. My teacher always...
Why are you still treating him like your patient? Isn't he kind of
Well, that may be true, but a patient is a patient.
One last thing, head nurse. Please keep everything you know about this potion a secret. It would be for the best if most of Fontaine knows nothing of its existence. I know my fellow officers and I will...
Of course!
Thank you for
So, Sigewinne, did you really use that potion yourself?
Why do you sound so surprised, Paimon?
You mean that story about the witch and the potion? So it was really actually...
Yes, it really... But... I know. Before I tell you, though, could you follow me somewhere?
Of course! Oh, Nervalette and Risley, they're here too.
Good to see you, traveler. Paimon. I trust all has been going well for you?
Big news, everyone. The Udex is up.
Is that Gen...
Why wouldn't they?
Ah, yes, you're quite right. When someone you care about requires... After reading the Maréchal say...
Take note. That, my friends...
So the old friend she mentioned was her... Oh, sorry. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's only because Sigewinne...
I doubt she considers that type...
Indeed. In fact, I believe Sigewinne would take it as... In those days, many people harbored prejudices against Melusines.
Wow. It's really nice of you two to be here for Sigewinne. Yes, you got...
Younger colleague. Well, that might be true for the Udex. Sigewinne served a sentence in the fortress. Strictly speaking, the head nurse has been around longer than most people in the fortress. Myself included. Pretty sure that makes me the...
She served a sentence?
Yes. Long before... Initially, I and most researchers... But now, it seems more...
Ignorance is bliss.
Sigewinne had her reasons for choosing...
Could you tell us a little bit more about...
Certainly. Sigewinne does not object to her close friend...
Even with their daughter so ill...
Master...
I discovered a strain. I had no choice but to experiment.
Then, I'll find a cure...
There's no...
But...
As I said before...
I know. I'll do whatever...
Even if it means breaking the...
As long as I don't hurt anyone.
Then if I am... If not, I will leave you...
When Sigewinne returned, she found a potion bottle and a note, and after I had confirmed the veracity of the event...
So that's what happened.
I fear Sigewinne only understood the full story after the truth about the dissolution of... When I reflected on all this with that knowledge in hand, after the final details of the events surrounding Sigewinne's transformation came to light, I checked several sources and...
Wonder how she...
Since she invited you here, I imagine she intends to speak of...
Over here! You're here. The old friend I mentioned was...
Sigewinne, the witch who gave you the magic potion, she was your teacher.
Sounds like...
After learning the truth...
Well, to be honest, after I
But she was planning...
That's just who she was. If lying is what it took to get a kid to take their medicine...
Alright, but why did you turn yourself in?
I broke the law.
True. It's just, you're not like him at all, and yet, you were...
Unfair?
What makes you say that?
I knew you'd be curious. The verdict came down. This Melusine is guilty. The Udex defended the authority of Fontaine law, but he did not confiscate the Melusine's medical kit. And so, the Fortress of Meripede gained a new little doctor. She still wore her hood and raincoat, even though it never rained in the fortress. Perhaps thanks to her human appearance, no one refused her treatment. She treated more and more patients, and her sentence grew ever shorter. Finally, the people of the fortress could not live without her, and though her sentence ended, she did not leave them either. Then one day, she received an invitation from the outside world. The location seemed familiar, and when she arrived, an old lady was waiting for her. She saw right through the Melusine's disguise, but didn't reveal it. Instead, she asked a question.
Tell me, why do you think you gained the respect of so many people, despite being a Melusine?
Because I look like a human?
It's been 50 years, Sigewinne, and you haven't aged a day. I think everyone knows you are not human. I finally found you, after all these years. I still remember, you know. It was you who saved me that night.
But how? I was no longer a Melusine by then.
Does it really matter if you're human or Melusine? I remember the warmth of your palm. It's quite unmistakable. And you know what? It hasn't changed one bit. You don't have to hide anymore, Sigewinne. These days, everyone wants to make friends with Melusines. And I think that it's all because of you. I'm sorry I couldn't say this until now, but thank you, Dr. Melusine.
Now that's an ending Paimon can get behind.
After hearing everything Paten said, I wanted to tell him that it didn't matter who I tried to treat him. But the roots of his problem had nothing to do with his face. I understand.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, there's... In order to restore the appearances of the face...
We don't need it, though. Shouldn't we destroy it?
Well, even if you chose to destroy it, I still thought I should give it to you first.
Well, fair and still. If this is the very last bottle, Melusine physiology wasn't affected by the Great Flood, right? After all, from a Melusine point of view...
Paimon...
What was Paimon?
Leave it to me.